Hello students, I welcome you all to the session of soak pit. In this session, we will learn about what the soak pit and allied things. Soak pit. A soak pit is an underground coverage porous pit in which effluents from septic tank, wastewater from kitchen, bath is discharged. As we have seen in the earlier lecture, that the septic tanks which decomposes the excreta and the wastewater needs further working. It needs further decomposition also, further work also, which goes to the septic tank. So the soak pit, the water from the septic tanks goes to the soak pit. So what is the soak pit? It is an underground covered porous pit. Porous means it can let the water go outside. It is a porous pit, underground pit in which effluents, that is the remaining water of the septic tanks, goes to it, and the wastewater from the kitchen and bath is discharged. But the thing here is the solid particles, the solid matter is not expected to go into the soak pit. It allows the wastewater to get soaked in the below soil. What we expect, the water, the wastewater coming from whatever, the septic tank or the kitchen or the bath, should percolate down and the soil should work over it likewise. So we don't want the solids, least solid should be going into that soak pit. Soak pit partially treats the wastewater coming into it before it sending it further to the underlying ground. What the soak pit does, it also, like the septic tank, this also soak pit partially, what it does, treats the water. Complete solution is not here, like any chemical process and everything like that. It is not a complete foolproof process, but it is a partial treatment of the wastewater. It may be lined or unlined, that is, it may be concreted, the walls of that pit may be having the concrete work or the brick work or likewise any kind of other material, or it may be unlined. The wastewater from the septic tank or from bathroom, kitchen is let into the soak pit. The water coming from these places is let into the soak pit to percolate down. The impurities, if any, settles down and water drains out of the pores provided. What we do, the lines are so provided, lining is done so that the wastewater should percolate from the sides, from the pores provided. And if any material is there, then it will be settling down. Okay, so let's see now how to construct a soak pit. Before starting this process, let me tell you that any kind of soak pit, the design of soak pit varies place to place. Various versions are available in the nationwide, and it is not that if you are planning for a dig a hole, like we are planning for a circular kind of pit, then it is not mandatory every pit or every soak pit in the world will be of the rectangular shape only or the circular shape only. It will vary from place to place. It will vary from the capacity to capacity and requirement to requirement. So we are discussing for a single family of 4 to 6 people and a rural country or a rural place, something like that, not an urbanized place having lot of water use. A simple family of 4 to 5 people, we are planning for that. So we will start how we will be creating or constructing a soak pit. Dig a hole of 4 by 4 by 4 feet, 4 by 4 by 4 feet, 4 length, 4 breadth, and 4 depth. This 4 here. Then fill a layer of 0.5 feet half of it with coarse aggregate. We will construct a coarse aggregate layer here of half it, then fill a layer of zero point 0.5 feet, half of it with another coarse aggregate which are smaller in size. These are the big aggregates and these are the tiny aggregates here, kind of. Then place a precast circular cylinder with 3 feet height and 3 feet diameter. So what we are doing, we want a cylindrical precast circular cylinder of 3 feet of height and 3 feet of diameter and place it in the center of this pit. So then it is expected that, or it is provided with some kind of here opening the pore for water to get outside, or for here it may be somewhere it may be provided, because we want the water which is coming with a high speed to percolate out also. Then connect the pipe with the pit, connect a pipe which will go inside, then fill up the remaining with the aggregate. Again, the remaining place, this place will be provided with the aggregate and fill up and flush with the ground level. This is the ground level, so we will be flushing it up with the place. And here also some layer of the aggregates is put into, because we don't want this pit to shake. To stabilize it, a small amount of aggregates are placed here also, some layer, and the other remaining layer is also filled up. Then fill up the remaining place with the aggregate, cover the pit with plastic or any other sheet for not allowing the rainwater or the flush water to enter the pit. That is, we want to, after here this kind of your lid is put over it, because we want to cover it up and cover complete system with the plastic kind of material, because we don't want excess of water to percolate into it, because this it will unstabilize the system and the soaking may be disturbed, the soak process and the self cleaning through this pore, because the water coming from the, say, your bathroom will have, but obviously it is an impure water, so we want these aggregates, these kind of aggregates here, aggregates to just clean it best possible way and percolate it down further also. We have percolate it further also, because the cleaning is a time dependent process and we don't want excess pressure of the clean water and just disturb of the system. Keep it harmonious in its own pace and let the nature, the soil, do its work. It finally, and cover it finally with the sand dug out earlier. Then complete system should be flushed off with the remaining soil which has been dug out earlier. Cover it up. We don't want to keep it open. We don't want anyone to just disturb it, and we want the pipes to be covered, because we don't want to waste it by breaking or something like that. Because if it breaks, not only the plastic is break, not only we do have to do the rework, but also the foul smell, if any, from that septic tank or from the water coming from the septic tank, the bathroom and all, will leak out and make the nuisance. Here, the maintenance is needed every 2 to 3 hours. Generally, the maintenance should be done after every 2 to 3 hours, and the remaining solids, if any, here should be removed for better percolation of the water. Let's see the next. So the cross section, a typical cross section, it is not mandatory that it will be working or it will be having same kind of dimension and all. So here the layers are put, the big bed, the porous openings here, then also here from both the sides. From this is the section. From other two sides also there are the openings kept. It may have openings at this space, so it may vary, and it is covered completely. It is a lined soak pit. Inlet water will be coming either at this height or from the upper height also. And we want this may have a manhole also or may not have also. It may be a lid with a handle also. So just open it up. And the issue here is it should be lined up. It should be completely underground because we don't want to disturb this system and make a, disturbance for the passerbyers. So this is all about. So the sludge may the parts of the solid matter coming from the water, the wastewater will be here. So it will become kind of greasy and somewhat like that. So it needs recharging or recleaning, making it more effective because the percolation layer, because it will get completely saturated with the mud and the greasy part and all the clogging will be there. We don't want that clogging. And also the here if we are putting some aggregates, the care should be taken that the holes of this tank are not clogged up. We want some space here to water to go outside and it go deep below. And if it is not a septic tank, it is a very efficient measure or a kind of carefree attitude can be kept there. Yes, it is a safe and all because the water coming from the kitchen and the bath is easily decomposed with respect to the septic tank water. So it is a very good option for percolating of the water in the ground and also for water recharging if it is from the, especially it is safe or sound enough when comparing when talking about the water from the kitchen or water your some kind of wash up areas. So the shape may be of this ready-made precast rectangular shape also. Here the holes are kept on in this direction. First digging up is there, then we place our ready-made precast rectangular shaped your container. It may be circular also like this. So I just want to show you how it will be looking in real life. So what happens? We dig it out completely. We dig the place here, then place the container. Then put the pipe here. This is the pipe coming from the upward side, and it may be a circular also. We have kept a place here. Some place is purposefully kept here. See here also, here also. Why? These rings because we want water to go outside also. There are no holes, so here some kind of adjustment is done here to water to go outside. Later, this hole is percolated, is flushed with the aggregates to the level. See, in the earlier one, there were no holes. Upper side, there were no holes. So what they did, they kept place here. It may be varying place, not an hard and fast issue. And if it has some openings here like this, it can water can go outside from this hole. So next step is to cover the remaining place in that area. Then flush it off. Then put the lid here and cover it up with best possible way. And it should be openable. Next year, after 2 to 3 years, it should get open and we can clean all the things. The thing I want to tell you here is that we want to flush it completely like this. We don't want any kind of open space to disturb or just give vibrations to this tank. Flush it off with the material and that's it. Use it for years together. Now, what are the care that should be taken while constructing or working with the soak pit? Soak pit should be constructed away from any source of water because we don't want any clean water to get into it and disturb the system. We want it to be as stable as possible. And also any source of water because if there is a groundwater table very at a very shallow depth, then what happens? The water, wastewater, which is not that clean, it will mix it and it will disturb all your groundwater. So if their groundwater is at a very shallow height, then avoid it for the better safety. Or if the community water place is nearby, avoid it. Should be constructed away from heavy traffic. Should be constructed away from the heavy traffic, because we don't want the pipes to get breaked off and to disturb the system. In the earlier point, we said it should be away from the source of water. Even if we are keeping it away from the source of water, the any waste can be taken to the, or the any waste can be, any water can be taken to the soak pit. It is not necessary it should be very close to it. As far as possible, keep it away. It should be opened and cleaned, and solid settled below should be removed. The cleanliness and the maintenance work should be done regularly. The water conveying pipes should be well covered, because to avoid the breaking and the oozing out, and the nuisance should be avoided. Be covered with plastic or non-percolating material. We don't want the rainwater to go into it, or we don't want any other flushing water to go into it. Advantages of the soak pit are: it is easy to construct, no rocket science, simple construction. People at home, people at the community place can construct it by themselves. It is easy to use, no working, no care has to be taken. Just the clogging should be avoided, and minimum solid particles to be going into that soak pit be the motive. One time investment is there, no maintenance, zero maintenance, only cleaning has to be done. And so it is a one time investment. Nothing breaks into it unless it has been breaked purposefully. So pipe can also be safeguarded by burying it down. Negligible maintenance, because only cleaning has to be done and refilling. Just remove all the aggregates, clean it up, and again fill it up. That's it. Constructed using locally available material, keeping the things, the system sustainable, cheaper to construct. And also, if it, even if it is cheaper to construct, the state government, the central governments, and all kind of governing bodies have initiated for the soak pits, and they give incentive for it. Area required is less, self-sustaining, it cleans itself and it maintains itself, does not need any power supply for the maintenance work and suction and soaking up of the water, and it recharges the groundwater. So this is helpful if there are minimum effluents and minimum complex water is not there. It is very safe for and very good system. So what we learned? We learned the basic definition of soak pit. Soak pit is a porous pit, underground pit, to soak up the water coming from the septic tank to partially treat the water before it gets percolated. Also, it is best option to filtrate the water with the septic tank, the water from the your washups, your sinks, which is safe enough, which is not the black water, can be percolated very well. Construction of soak pit has been understood: digging, then putting up the precast, your cylinder, and so on. We understood what cares should be taken for the proper and best working of the soak pit. Then we understood what are the advantages of soak pit. Well, that's it for now. Thank you.